Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Frostpunk the Refugees. So we're only mere hours away from the Lords arriving at our city, which is going to probably create a little bit of turmoil. So, to help reduce whatever turmoil may occur, we do roughly know their numbers, although only for the amount that are currently coming. Apparently there may be some more behind them. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go ahead and finish building out a couple of houses, so at least homelessness is not going to be one of the contributing factors. So since that is the case, we need about 3 more homes to adequately deal with how many there are. So we're going to chuck another one of them here. Again, trying to get between those prayer houses and those fighting pits is sort of ideal. And then from there, where is another location which we could... Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to put one here and another one here. So what we'll do is we'll build another fighting pit up in this area. That should be fine. Make sure that we don't have any trouble as far as that's all concerned. And you know what? Let's go... Let's build our way through here. That should be fine. Yeah, and then let's see, what about a fighting arena? Let's go ahead and chuck that. Well, there's a few spots where we could put it. I suppose maybe right there would be good enough. Actually, hang on a second, what's the radius here? We might be able to fit one more in there, so I guess maybe up here is going to be the best spot for it. Yeah, let's go ahead and chuck that there. That is within range of a steam hub too, so that'll at least save us some trouble. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and make sure that that is tied on in. That'll be fine. And then let's also make sure that we have roads across here as well. Oh, and everybody is already sorted. Okay, so at least as long as these houses are built, we are not going to have any homelessness. Now, we could go ahead and upgrade some of these other houses as well. We have some tents still. I'm sure they're getting a little bit cooler. Yeah, everybody else is nice and toasty in their homes. We do need another steam hub in this area, so we should probably go ahead and plan that out as well. Because in another couple of days, we're going to have another drop. So, let's go ahead and see. Yeah, that's a pretty sizable area right there. Let's go... Does this steam hub run 24/7? Yes, it does. Okay, so minimal overlap there would be ideal. So let's go to our steam hub. Let's pick up... I think there should be sufficient. That should hit all of those homes. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Hang on a second, let's just scroll in a little bit further and let's rotate around just to make sure. That does look like all homes are being heated. Oh, actually, yeah, there we go. That will reach all of those homes, and then a little bit extra. That will be good enough. Let's go ahead and get that built there. Potentially, we may need to go ahead and open up another house of prayer so everybody is getting the bonuses. Although, speaking of which, apparently we have not been doing our sermons quite as often as we should. That does mean, yeah, we will gain some more hope. The question is whether we want to save this or use it afterwards, after these guys arrive. I think let's just go ahead and get it on cooldown. It's only a small chunk of hope, but every little bit does count, so we will take what we can get. Alright, let's get time up and running. Hopefully, we should be alright. So, we could potentially build ourselves another automaton. We did build another one in the last episode. We have them working on the advanced steelworks. We're working on some better integration so we can capitalize on the output just that little bit more. Again, still have plenty of people to go around and build buildings during the day, which is very nice for us. It should take them fairly, a very small amount of time. And then what else do we want to be doing? Well, we've got scouts almost home in 3 hours. That'll be nice. Some extra steel, steam cores, coal, and food is always appreciated. Then we have, yeah, we have these guys trying to find an ocean liner. There could potentially be some more survivors there, so that is a possibility. But for now, let's just go ahead and check the next tech. What do we want? What do we want? Well, we could go for the steam hub efficiency, but we're doing pretty good on coal right now. I think, actually, let's just double check. Let's just double check that we are ahead of the curve. Yeah, there we are. We are producing 3,000. We only need less than 1,900. That is fantastic. Yeah. Coal is not going to be an issue, although we are getting close to cap. So we may need to build ourselves a depot. So, you know what? We should be good on food for a day or two once everybody arrives, so we'll pick that up after the fact. That'll essentially... yeah, that'll essentially double our current input of food. So maybe we go for the large resource depot and make sure that we have enough room for coal. Yeah, we don't need additional scouts at this stage. Faster outpost teams could be nice, but it's not a necessity. And then heating wise, we're nice and toasty for now, so yes, okay. That is what we're going to do. We're going to grab that large resource depot, and then after this, I think what we're going to do is go for the automatic prototyping. I think that is going to be rather nice for us. Although, let's just quickly double check. How much will that cost us? 100 steel. Okay. So, we're going to try and maintain a minimum of 100. We'll work around the rest. We'll start upgrading a couple of homes, trying to make them a little bit warmer. But again, we will do that in 8 hours' time when we keep our promise for maintaining at least livable conditions in homes. For, I think it's a... what is it? I think it's for 7 houses. Unfortunately, I don't remember which ones they were, so we'll just let it be. I have an inkling that it's these guys, but you could always be wrong, and I'd really rather not have a massive tank to our hope and discontent right before bad stuff happens. So either way, they have arrived. Oh, they're here. The lords are here. There are so many of them. What do they want? That is a good question. Let us see. Alright, so the lords in rags. Captain, the lords have arrived. They're starving. There's at least 100 of them. 100. And more are coming. They beg us to let them in, but that would mean sharing our food and supplies and finding them shelter. Okay, so I'll let them in. I'll see to everyone's needs. So that means have 2 days to provide shelter for people and feed them. Hope will fall. Let them in and I'll improve the food structure. So that means 2 days to provide shelter for the people and build industrial hothouses or hunters' hangars. 3 of them and discontent will rise. And then... honestly, I think... yeah, we already have a really good supply of food rations, so I'm not concerned about everybody getting fed. Yeah, you'll have 2 days to provide shelter for all and feed the people. I'd rather do that than discontent. We could build up another hunter hangar, but again, it's just, I don't think we need to improve it. We'll just go ahead and, yeah, deal with the hope situation. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, alright, so, Lord's basic needs. The arrival of so many starving people requires immediate action. We must feed and find homes for them as soon as possible. Okay, well, it says there's 32 homeless, but I don't know about that. We also have an event here, so let's check that and then we'll work through our issues. Okay, the Automaton Project, Fundamental Research. Sir, an engineer is asking for a day off to study an automaton closely. The automatons can be improved. They may be the pinnacle of our technology, but if we learned how to make them, we can surely learn how to make them better. If I take a closer look at any machine, I can adjust it to improve its performance. Why should it be any different with them? Alright, well, you know what? We have excess engineers, so let's go ahead and let him carry on with the project. Hopefully we do not... oh, what? Oh, we've got another engineer. Okay, we've got more than what we previously did. Yeah, we may end up spending a steam core on this, but if it gives us a free technology, I'm not entirely against it, so it could be worth the price. We will see. Oh, and what's going on here? Facing the lords in rags. The starving lords have entered the city. Our people are not happy with their arrival. The Lords, on the other hand, are rejoicing. Thank you, kind people. We'd have been doomed if you hadn't let us in. Yes, well, hopefully they see the error of their ways. Alright, so at the moment they have 100 hungry people, but we have almost, well, a ridiculous amount of food worth, so we're not bothered there. We don't have any sick people. We do have some homeless. Let's just check. Let us just check and see how we're doing in our housing economy. So we have 32 homeless citizens. Interesting. Do we see? Okay, so there's some people in the care house. I guess that's why we have a slightly funkier number for housing. Yeah, everybody's fairly comfortable outside of a couple of tents, but that will be fixed, I'm sure. Let's go ahead and I think we may end up building another house of prayer. Yeah, we'll be more hopeful nearby. We could chuck that right about... I think here wouldn't be the worst spot. That would reach a few more homes. Actually, that'd be a very decent area. Yeah, we have a fighting pit nearby too. I think we're going to go ahead and build that there. Yeah, again, that steam hub is working out well. Let's build that road here. And then we need 4 more houses. Actually, hang on a second. We have 110. So if we divide that, what is it? It's 15 per thing. We had 75. Hang on. We had 75 previously, so we need another one to bring us to 90. Second one to bring it to... Oh yeah, hang on a second. How many did we build? Did we only build one at that time? We have one here. I don't think we ended up making another one of those child shelters. No. Okay, so we have... Let's just double check. One's here. 2, 3, 4. And then we had 4, 5, and 6. I think there was a 7th one somewhere. Maybe I miscounted? Surely not. Alright, hang on a second. Let's just try and figure this out. So we have 1 there, 2 there, 3. That's 4. Or house of prayer. So nothing over here in that sector. Bunkhouses. Maybe I just need a few more child shelters? Yeah, and we have another 2, so that's 6. That brings us up to... All right, yeah, so 6 bunkhouses. You know, let's go ahead and make another one. That's probably going to help out a little bit. And let's see how that goes. Let's throw you... where is... Oh, you know what? That's a fairly decent position. Yeah, it's got the just the right amount of room. Actually, if we... slightly outside of range for that other steam hub, which is kind of unfortunate. But I guess we could always put a second one beside and just turn on the heater. Yeah, we'll pop you there. That'll do. That'll be fine. And then let's also go ahead and build up another house. We'll chuck you right there. And then we go ahead and just finish out the round. I think we do, yeah. Try and get that sorted. So between that, I feel like that'll deal with more kids. Between one house and one of them, that should be enough. We'll have to see. Alright, Scout Unit number 2 have returned to the city safely. Fantastic. Steel, coal, steam cores, and food. That is nice. Let's go ahead and send them... where do we send them? Got nowhere else to scout right now. We do have the ocean liner. You know what? Let's start walking out in that direction. That's 3 days. You never know. If there are survivors and more places to check out, we may as well start running in that direction. that could be good. So let's see. We need to feed all the people. That'll be easy enough. We have shelter for everyone. Yeah, 303 out of the 35. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. We'll be, I think we're very well set to be able to handle this as, yeah, as things are. Now, let's see. We do have 430 people here now. That is quite a number of people. Let's check our food situation. So, yeah, we're currently losing approximately 120 per day. That is... yeah, that is not good. But, let's see. Yeah, we still have plenty of food rations because, again, we're still producing with our raw food, so it's going to take us a very long time to eat into that. So I'm not too concerned right now. Although I do think we will try and get an upgrade for our hunter hangers. Just double the output. That would be rather nice. Yeah, just make sure that things are nice and easily sorted. Alright, so let's see. Does that child shelter deal with our homeless? Not... oh no, that's down to 22. And then is this down to 12? Okay, so we need 2 more homes. I guess that didn't count. But I guess there's more wards on the way, so who knows? Maybe they'll have some more kids. I'm not going to dismantle that. Let's go ahead and just pop this right on in. May as well get those final 2 homes sorted. I will tie those into the grid. Let's go that away, and then I guess we'll work our way around there as well. And you know what? Let's get that built as well. I think that should be fine. Yeah, plenty of steel. We can, in fact, probably go ahead and start getting some more housing upgrades. But again, we're going to wait until this is finished, and then we're going to keep on upgrading. New buildings are fine. Uprooting the old ones, not quite so much. So in a couple of hours, we will get that sorted. It looks like we've got that large resource depot sorted out, so let's go ahead and make one of those. We're going to chuck you... invalid placement? That's sort of annoying. You know what? That's far and out of the way, and we're not going to need that anytime soon. I suppose that's as reasonable a spot as any. Sure. Chuck you there. Let's throw in a road. That'll get sorted. Let's build ourselves a new tech. And I think... yeah, that's only going to be 11 hours, and we're well and truly ahead of the curve as far as food is concerned. We don't have any sick people, so we don't need the infirmary. We don't need manpower, so we don't need the efficiency for 5 fewer engineers. We're doing good on timber. Coal is still in the green. Technically don't need additional scouts or faster output. Yep, we're going to go ahead and go for the next level of tech. Automatic prototyping, that's what we want. That'll give us a very many good technologies for us to research that will basically solidify our survival. Alright, oh, coal is getting close to maxed out. Let's see about adding in... yeah, we're going to make this a coal pile there, that'll be fine. Okay, and it looks like the last of those houses was built. Lord's basic needs fulfilled. You've managed to provide food and shelter for everyone. Hope rises. Okay, so in fact we're ahead of where we were before, so that is great. We can do... wait a second, that's a public house. I want the temple. Yeah, we've got a while before the next one. Oh, we are about to hit night time. We should probably keep that tech up and running. Let's do an emergency shift. We have plenty of discontent to work around. That is fine. We do have some overtime in places, but again, it's not a big deal. And what is this event? Old habits. Too noble to work. Captain, one of the lords refuses to work. He says such menial jobs are best left to the common folk. He claims that he used to be a writer or something like that. Okay, discontent will fall, send him to work, or give him time to adjust. Discontent will rise. You know what? We'll give him time to adjust. he will notice. We'll, maybe start him out with, washing the dishes, or, that's a nice warm job and it's not that hard. Something like that. All right, our promises have been fulfilled. Yep, you delivered hope rises. Excellent, that is good. Yeah. Well then, if that's the case, let's start going ahead and upgrading our, what do we call it? Our houses. So it looks like we have 7 hours for the next research. That'll take us through till early in the morning. And if these are 30 steel, I'll assume the next here is 40, since they all seem to be growing by about 10. So we'll need about 60 steel and 60 wood and 40 steel. So yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and start upgrading houses to homes. Let's go with the coldest first, and that would be those tents. So that will be our first priority. It's been far too long since you have had any reasonable housing. And you know what? 7 hours, we'll still be producing steel throughout the night. I think we can afford to do another couple. There we go. That'll be fine. We'll just, yeah, keep roughly around there. What was it? Hang on a second. I know I said out loud before that was, okay, 40 steel. Yeah, so as long as we're balancing around the 30, 40, as long as we've got an hour or two, we should still be producing more than enough. All right, let's check out this ocean liner. The majestic ocean liner rises above us as we approach the lowered gangway. Ice surrounds it from all sides. Coal and steam cores. Excellent. Okay, wealth and power. This liner brought many rich people here. They could afford to travel in luxury even in these desperate times. On the bridge, we found a letter from Lord Craven to the captain. It reads, "If we encounter any of the vessels stolen by the workers, you are authorized to open fire. A naval gun crudely bolted to the foredeck confirms that he really did want us dead." Wow. Okay, well, you know what? We'll take those steam cores. That's at least good for us. And I suppose we can now return to the city. So let's send everybody back. There's no point in following up since we know that there's no more locations. Yeah, and then I guess if we get around to faster technologies for the scouts, we may pick that up. But at this stage, it doesn't seem to be a necessity. So, Book of Laws, let's open this. Adaptations. So, what do we want here? We could go for prosthetics. We could go for extra rations for the ill. But again, everyone's nice and toasty. I don't think that's too much of a problem. Otherwise, maybe we go for evening prayers. Yeah, new ability. Evening prayers for the temples and House of Prayer. Each use raises hope and lowers discontent. I think that seems most reasonable. Let's go ahead and get that going. Alright, group prayers will strengthen the bonds of our community. That could not have come at a better time. Alright, so looks like that resource depot is up and running, and it does look like we're doing alright on coal. I don't think we're going to cap out. Oh, wait a second, what's going on? Oh, 41 homeless. That's fine. That's because of our homes. What's going on here? One of our people died? Oh. One died of a work accident. Oh dear, an engineer died. Right. Well, you know what? We can fix that. We've got spares. Not that we should be quite that cavalier with life. Not in the apocalypse, but unfortunately there's always a cost to all decisions made, both good and bad. So here we are. Alright, looks like a lot of those homes are being constructed. Yep, there we go. That's one house for one person too. That's kind of ridiculous. Oh, and what's going on? I just saw an autosave pop up. Something's happened. Oh, it's an event. Okay. Let's go ahead and quickly store this as coal before I forget, and then let's deal with this. Old habits. A reformed lord. Captain, the lord who refused to work is here. He wants to apologize for his behavior. I didn't mean to show disrespect to your hard-working people. I was just convinced that I wouldn't be of any help. Now I understand that the times have changed and we must change with them. Okay, you know what? This is fantastic. That is an absolute win. I'm glad to see that they're coming around. That is really nice. Alright, and now that we've got that extra home done, that is all sorted. You guys are back home. We don't need to search out anywhere right now. Yeah, transporting food, that's all good. And you guys are a day away from home. Okay. So let's just go ahead and let some time go by. We'll try and work on a little bit of extra tech. I think automaton integration will be our first priority. That's always seems to be a good call for us. And what have we got here? Face the lords. Okay. More strangers spotted. Captain, one more group of lords is marching in our direction, and it's most likely not the last. Alright then, well, how many are we looking at there? Oh my goodness. That's another 100 individuals. That is ridiculous. Okay. Well. You're empty at the moment. That is good. Children not in shelters is 5? That seems weird. I would have thought... Oh, pardon me. I would have thought that they would have used these automatically, unless I guess there's better housing. Maybe they reshuffle. They'd rather a house over a child shelter. Yeah, so that's 1, that's 2. Both of those are empty. I do not know why. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Maybe they're out getting food or something and it's just an awkward time of day. Let's see, where are these extra lords coming in from? So you are 2 days away. Okay, so 2 days to fix up more housing. All right, let's go ahead and we could be there in 16 hours. And then we'll come back in probably about 10, given that we get to come back so much faster. Or maybe it'll be like 14, so that'll be about 30 hours. That'll, yeah, cut off 12 hours on their commute. I suppose that's reasonable. Yeah, we'll send the scouts out there. We'll try and save them as best as possible. And then what else do we want to do? I think, yeah, we're definitely going to go for, oh, you know what? Actually, no, for 16 hours, we should be all right. We'll go for the integration, and then we'll go for the hunters' hangars. Yeah, that should both be able to be finished and keep us ahead. Although, yeah, you know what? I changed my mind. Maybe we're going to go for the food first. We need to make sure that we have enough for that. That's going to be quite a difficult situation to deal with. Also, I'm very glad we decided to build this extra house of prayer. In fact, you know what? Let's just go ahead and fire that off. That does use a few more food rations. Hope is high, discontent is low. That is kind of the way that we want things to be. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to build up a whole stack more housing. We do have that to worry about. Luckily, I think we should be fairly alright. Alright, so let's see. What comes next? Actually, hang on. Temperatures will drop in a little bit. Everybody's toasty. I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah, everyone's got steam hubs, so that is not a problem at all. Let's go for... That integration is nice, but we are a little bit of timber shy. Ooh. That's on 120 and 80? Jolly Nelly, I guess I didn't quite account for the uptick in the importance of super high value tech. Yeah, they're all 120 and 80s. Okay, so since that is the case, we cannot afford the best of the best. We're just going to go ahead and get the upgrade to food. That is definitely the right call there. We'll get that done. Yeah, again, that's a lot of timber, so we'll get that up and running. We may need to go for the wall drill. That wouldn't be out of the question, although we could also maybe build another steam sawmill. Yeah, let's go ahead and start making sure that we have enough of things. All right, we're out of timber. Right. That'll cost us 40 steel. That's not too bad. We can chuck that somewhere down here, try and work through a little bit more, then maybe, yeah, reshuffle things, but we are definitely going to need... We are definitely going to need that wall drill upgrade, I feel. I feel like that could be a great necessity if we're going to be able to outscale the amount of people heading out. In fact, I'm almost tempted whether we give this a full 2 days and let them arrive on their own accord. Just so we're not caught out. Yeah, actually, you know what we can do? We can go ahead and set up another emergency shift here with another workshop. Work throughout the night. It's not the end of the world, actually. They're about to start work anyway. But you know what? I think that's going to be for us to deal with in the next one. There's not really too much we can do right now. We'll let things happen as they do. I think we'll wait. There we are. We'll see about building... Not adjacent to street, I guess that's not too bad. That will drastically improve our wood production for a bit while they're both working in tandem. Alright, you know what? We're going to creep along. Yep, that's what we're going to do. We're going to creep along there and make the most of that situation. It does look like... Oh, right. We don't have the timber to build those streets, but we will deal with that in the next one. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, that is the best way to not miss all future content. And I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.